everyone, I'm Erin Hardick, Lead Research Analyst at Zpryme. I'm here with Chris Moyer, our Senior Director of Content. Today we're going to talk about a report that we recently wrapped up over the convergence of artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things. So Chris, we worked on this report together. Can you tell me what you found really interesting about the data in the report?
Yes, there were a couple things that I found really somewhat surprising, actually, in regards to the data. And as we look at the IT AI convergence, the overall 30,000-foot view is that IoT is so much further ahead in terms of the deployment at utility scale than AI. And that might seem a little bit counterintuitive at first, but when you really break down the responses that we got from utilities, it does begin to make a little bit of sense. Right now, only 52% of utilities are saying that AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, is critical to their business future. Significantly more are saying that IoT is critical to their business future, almost 70%. And from our perspective at Zpryme, the belief is that ultimately, to make the data that is being captured by those IoT devices, the smart meters, the OMS systems, asset management, customer information systems, to make that really actionable, ultimately, utilities will need to catch up with their AI and analytics side of this convergence. You were the lead analyst on this. What about you? Did you find anything particularly interesting or surprising?
Well, I would just have to say it's exactly in line with what you were just talking about. 69% of the utilities that responded said IoT is critical to my organization's future success. Around 57% said they were already using IoT in their organizations. On the reverse side, only 27% said that they were already using artificial intelligence today, and around, I think it was like 16 or 17% said that they have a comprehensive strategy around how to use artificial intelligence. So we know that one, utilities are more open to the idea of IoT and they're already using it. And two, they are kind of just scratching the surface on AI. So we know that they think it's important and they're trying to do it, but that small percentage, 16%, really actually know what to do, have a comprehensive strategy. And I think that the people who are using it today, artificial intelligence, they're using it for things like AMI, OMS, and cybersecurity. Those seem to be the most popular use cases as it stands right now, because I think in general it's kind of easier to grasp how to start to sort and use AMI data in other ways. You mentioned all these IoT devices are just creating so much data. How do you start to manage and sift through that and determine what is relevant and what is important? But my question for you is, why do you think that IoT is so much more relevant right now, or more utilities are using it as opposed to artificial intelligence?
That's a great question, Erin. And from my perspective, this is almost a natural progression for utilities as they try to use AI throughout their business. It only makes sense to deploy that hardware first to capture that data. And in the initial round of grid modernization that started about a decade ago in the late 2000s, utilities were incentivized to roll out smart meters, OMS systems, as we mentioned, and other distributed asset management systems that really captured a lot of that data. And it is so much easier to sell to regulators and to IOU shareholders a device and a hardware system than the software that will ultimately drive that business innovation. Get the device in there first, and then use it to analyze the business process, analyze that data, and move into the more predictive and prescriptive analytics that we will see powered by AI.
So you wouldn't say that that utilities are playing catch up on AI. It's almost like you're saying this is the natural progression of how to kind of leverage AI more fully, like we're seeing in other industries, kind of deploy those devices first and then start to think about the software on the backside. Would you say that's correct?
I think you're absolutely right, Erin. And the only thing that would concern me is if utilities don't ultimately recognize the importance of AI, data, and analytics to optimize the data that they're getting from these IoT, smart meter, and customer information systems to ultimately drive business decisions and to drive those business decisions and deliver better products and services to their customer.
Well, thank you, Chris. Thanks for talking about this area with me a little bit. It really is something that's just coming to life in the industry, so I would expect we'll be doing more research on this topic. If you're interested in learning more about the convergence of artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things for utilities, you can download our free white paper at etsinsights.com. Thank you again for watching. We'll see you next time.